All right. So this is the last time I'm going to change this battery. I changed it in this one a few months back, but I didn't do this one because I wanted to get the most out of each battery. Now I've already gotten to the stage where I took the cover off because, I mean, that's the easy part. That's covered in other videos. I wanted to focus on one thing, and that is every time you change a battery, it seems to get like all worn out in here and things aren't sticky anymore. You want to make sure you don't wear out these contacts or bend them. There's also a magnet on the bottom. Now, I was trying to figure out how to keep that magnet straight, and I just realized that the best way to keep the magnet straight is to hold it in place with another magnet. So we're going to try that. The magnet that's in here is designed to hold, is designed to hold this in place here, so it pushes against the contacts to charge, like that. I'm thinking that putting a magnet underneath will hold that magnet in so that it doesn't get stuck to the battery. Because the problem I've been having is, and I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, is to keep the magnet in place with another magnet so that when you put the battery in, the magnet underneath doesn't fly up and attach to the battery. So let's see what happens if we put the earpiece back into the case and remove the battery. I don't know if that's going to work, or if the magnet is strong enough. Otherwise, I have other stronger magnets. Oh, that worked. I was able to take the battery out, and this magnet in here didn't come out. So that's what I should have been doing. Now there's a contact down here. We want to make sure we don't break, but it's also sticking up enough to touch the battery. Bend it just a little bit. Make sure there's nothing on the top. Okay, that actually looks good. Now there used to be a piece of black film covering this side here, where it doesn't short out on the battery. I might try to find a little film to cover that. Not sure if it's going to work. Also, this top contact may not be sticky, so I had put a piece of thin film, a sticky film, over the battery, the center uncovered. You can see the film here. So we're going to see if we can do that again. So here's the last battery. After this, I'm not going to do this again. I just really like these headphones. They fit really well in my ear. So here's the battery. The negative is the top. Okay, I don't have the same sticky tape I had before, but I have this pretty thin double-sided tape. So we're going to try to use this. First, we're going to see if we can get a small enough piece to cover the bottom. First problem is my tweezers is bent. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Let's see if we can actually get this tape in there. I'm trying to get this tape out. It's hard because it's sticky, obviously. Yeah, this piece might be a little too big. Let's find out. I want to get this in here. And I'm going to cover the magnet and these contacts. Yeah, that's not bad. As long as the battery doesn't attach to the magnet and pull the magnet up. And it shouldn't, hopefully, because it's in the case, and the case is pulling that magnet down. Let's get the new battery. Take a look at it. It has to be oriented this way. The negative up. And we want to kind of make sure there's no coating on this. on the bottom. So there's good contact. Okay. Now let's see if we can get the battery in without pulling up the magnet. Oops. Wow, it's hard to hold this. Oh, there's another magnet. That's gonna give us trouble. Need to hold this tight. Coming straight down from the top. Oh, come on. Yeah, so that's the problem. Too many magnets now. Okay, so we actually got the battery in without pulling in the bottom magnet, and I believe nothing shifted. So make sure that's in firmly. Now we want to make sure that we also have sticky tape on the sides of the battery so that this contact here will make contact with the battery, and the tape that we put on there is not going to interfere. So let's try this again. This one might be easier because what we can do with this is stick this to this side like that. So let's get one on the other side. And by the way, this is very thin tape. This is tape that's used to like attach LCD screens. So I'll put this other one on the other side. And we'll have to carefully peel off the paper if we can. And now, making sure that we put this in the right place. We want to make sure it's over the battery, but not getting in the way of the cover. And we don't want to push this too hard with our finger because we don't want to break the connection here. So that looks like it's on good. See, it's not coming off. So I think we've made contact. So this was a lot easier than my last video because we put the earbud back in the case so the magnet didn't keep flying out. So let's see if we can put this back together. Oh, I didn't see the cable was actually stuck down here. There we go. Now at this point we can actually take the earbud out. There we go. Let's see if we can get this back in without breaking the cables. Actually, this is so easy. Maybe I'll continue doing this. Making sure that's in good. Wow, that was easy. All right. Now, getting this back on. Let's get this back on, plugged in. I'm just gonna hold my fingernail behind it and line it up. There. I It's on. It's on good. Now, before we do anything, let's use a little elastic to hold it. I have this that just happens to fit. It's actually an Apple Watch band holder. And let's see if we actually so battery might actually be too low of a charge right now, so I'm just going to let it charge in here before I glue it back together. All right, it's been a little while. Let's take these out and make sure that they connect. And it's connecting, so let's just put this one back in the case. And for this one, we're just gonna Gorilla Glue it down in. It's Gorilla Glue, but it's not like crazy glue. It'll actually seal, but it actually lets you take it off again later. I mean, it holds it really well, but it doesn't cement it together. Just really lightly lifting it up a little bit. Just getting a string of cement in there. Making sure the cement is inside. Getting a little bit on the other side. All right, pressing it down tight enough. And we can clean this on the outside a little later, but I'm just gonna scrape off and smooth it out. So it gets in there. Looks messy now, but we're cleaning that up later. Pressing it together. And we're just gonna slide this rubber band back on. I'll let that dry and headphones should be good.